next important topic to be discussed is human heart. So this is the diagram of the heart, and the various portions are shown here. First of all, the blood will come here, and this blood is called as deoxygenated blood. From where it is coming? It is coming from the body, and this part that is receiving the deoxygenated blood, this is called as superior vena cava. It means this is the bigger part of veins. So after this, the blood will enter into the chamber of the heart, and the first chamber that will receive the deoxygenated blood, it is called as right atrium. Okay, so right atrium contains a special type of muscles. Okay, and here you can see that these are opening and closing. It means there are some specific valves, and these valves will open and close, and they will allow the movement of blood into the next chamber. There is a very important thing you have to notice, like this is the way from the blood is coming, and from the lower part of the body the blood is also transporting. It means from this, the part is called as inferior vena cava, and this part is called as superior vena cava. It means these two are vena cava, but this is superior and this is inferior. So deoxygenated blood is collected first in the right atrium. Okay, so you can see that these are the parts. After this, there are the valves, and these are called as tricuspid valve. Why they are called as tricuspid valve? Because they are made up of three flaps. Okay, if I draw a diagram, like this is the first flap, and this is the second flap, and that is the third flap. It means these three flaps will make tricuspid valve, and when they will open, they will allow the blood to move inside to the next chamber that is called as right ventricle. Okay, so when blood leaves, the valves will close. It means they will not allow the backflow of the blood. After entering into the ventricle, the muscles will contract and they will exert a pressure, and then this blood will enter into the pulmonary trunk. So here you can see that again we have valves. Okay, so what is the function of these valves? These valves will basically stop the backflow. It means if the pressure is high, the blood will not come back. Okay, so these valves will open and the blood will enter into the pulmonary trunk. Here the pulmonary trunk branches into two main parts. The one part will move into the right lung, and the second part will move into the left lung. It means now this blood is transported towards lungs, and what the lungs will do, it will add oxygen, and this deoxygenated blood is converted into oxygenated blood with the help of lungs. So after the lungs perform their function, the blood will return from here. It means they will enter into the pulmonary veins. You can see here the small holes. It means they are allowing the entrance of oxygenated blood from the lungs. So first they will enter into the atrium, and that is called as left atrium. And here you can again see that two valves are present. It means these valves will perform same function like tricuspid valve, but here we call them bicuspid. Why this is called as bicuspid? Because it only contains two flaps. Here the flaps are three, and here the flaps are two. Now what is the difference? Why two flaps are here? Because here the wall of the chambers are more thick. It means the pressure will be high here. So as the walls are more thicker, so there is less space for the third flap. So that's why this valve only contains two flaps. Okay. So these flaps again they are closing and opening, and they will again stop the backflow of the blood. After the left atrium, the blood will enter into the left ventricle. Okay, and from here the left ventricle, they have to move into the aorta. Okay, what is aorta? You can say that it is the second heart of our body. So here you can see three main branches, and these branches will be moved into the arms. Okay, into our throat and head portion, and here there is another branch of the aorta, and it will transport the blood to the lower